All right. Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Is my camera working okay? Looks like it. You're getting back to back streams today. I know. You all are so lucky. Not sure how long I'll be streaming today. It might only be a couple of hours. I do have to work tomorrow and I'm already tired as hell. But we're going to try to make a little bit more progress. If nothing else, we should at least be able to finish White March Part 1. So let me go ahead and flip my screen. And hey, back at it. Okay. We got some level ups that we can do, but frankly, I want to wait until I can level up the whole team, so we're going to hold off on that. We are completely well rested, so that shouldn't be a problem. Marcia, what's going on, man? How are you? Pillars is treating me very, very well. Spent most of the time getting through Durgan's battery last time, and now I believe we're finally at the forge. So let's see how this goes. Yep, awaken the White Forge, okay. Bones, chipped but whole, have been swept into a pile. How about you? How are things going with you?
A simple test.
Hey, more sleeping supplies. Excellent. It looks as if these skeletons were once stacked, but they've fallen apart as their connective tissue is rotted away. A bunch of random stuff. Ooh.
The Guardians will hold the door as long as need be.
Everyone else is ready. So few of us remain.
Lord Abidon, guide our hands and steel our hearts. Give us the mercy of your forge.
Abidon worshippers. They pray to metal and ignore the fire that shapes it. Little wonder they didn't survive.
The pillar tugs at your essence. A pulse from the world itself moves through it. If I remember correctly, you got to face those three at the end of this. Unfortunately, a few tokens, filthy coins, and tattered ribbons have been scattered in this bone pile. Duncan, what's going on? Glad you're able to make it. Yeah, streaming back to back. I was serious about what I said. I want to go ahead and get through this game so we can move on to other things. So let's get it. Absolutely. Glad you can make it. Not bad over here. Just enjoyed myself a Negroni. Can't complain. What's a Negroni? The interior of the forge is crusted with dark, rippled stone. A large stone dragon skull stands silent vigil at one end of this circular chamber. Within its maws, a network of steel dividers, tubes, and vents, indicating that this impressive construction serves as the furnace for the White Forge. There is a shallow basin at the foot of the furnace, and in the eye sockets of the skull itself are golden rings, evidently meant to house some manner of gem or instrument. Examine the forge. The dragon skull gazes down upon you with hollow eyes. Both have gleaming golden rings worked into the sockets, and both of these stand empty. In the basin, at the base of the furnace, you note a rectangular gap, as if something once sat within. Okay, place an Adra spear into the left socket. With a little climbing, you are able to reach the eye socket and carefully wedge the spear into place. It fits snugly, and you think you sense a small ripple of energy as the eye is set within. You feel a faint vibration through the skull. It grows in intensity until the very ground seems to shake, loose cobblestones rattling in their settings. You leap from the furnace to confront what is coming. Oh.
What stirs in the heart of the battery?
Anything around here? No, we're good? Okay, cool. Just being sure. Place an Adra spear into the right eye socket. You climb into position and carefully set the Adra spear into the golden ring at the center of the skull's eye socket. The spear fits perfectly, and as it drops into place, a peculiar burst of energy ripples outward from the dragon's eye and through you. The air shifts almost imperceptibly around you. The Adra spear you have placed suddenly blazes with an orange light, fading from a blinding brightness to the vibrant glow of a campfire. A thin smoke rises from both orbs, and in the depths of the furnace, you think you hear the rattling of machinery.
Heat. Tremors. They return.
If I remember correctly, this was a really tough fight, but maybe not. We'll see. All right, place a stone disc in the hollow space behind the basin. You place the stone disc into the basin and find that it fits perfectly within the hollow. Before your eyes, the disc turns of its own accord, rotating this way and that before finally sinking into position. From deep within the furnace comes a startling metallic screech, as if some hidden mechanism has come to life. From the vents around you rises hot, stale air and the glow of rising fires. A gust of hot air erupts from the stone dragon's maw. Molten ore drips from the basin, and dark, billowing smoke begins to gush from between the skull's fangs. You hear another rending shriek, but not of machinery. Around you rises a chorus of howls, bodiless voices raised in rage and despair. Thank you, beautiful. Appreciate you. They can just barely see your head. Yes. You're so silly. Love you, darling.
Remember yourselves, Pargrunen. Defend the battery.
Ooh. Okay. Fragment of Zoltan. Fragment. And nope, they're not immune to paralyze, so yep, let's do that. Actually here. Where is he? He's here. And she can also use, yep, Durance. Okay, cool. There we go. Woo! He went down rather nicely. Yeah, you go up here. You go up here too. Alright. More. Evil Mayor, what's going on? How are you? Boom. Yeah, I guess you then. That's fine. You using all your stuff? Yeah, that's fine. You use that. You can knock him down. Oh yeah, definitely excellent.
Feels sharp as steel.
Why are you? Oh, okay, you are finally down. Cool. Boom. Ooh, and he went straight over there. That's not good. Come on. Come on. There we go. And there we go. Much better. And there we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, you were near death and ran. Oh well. It's fine.
Gotta try something else.
Look. Here. You're badly injured. Where's the other one? Is the other one here? Here. You are near death. Oh, he's charmed for 15 seconds. Okay, then fine. We'll focus on this one. Now you paralyze him and you knock him down. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Come on. Ooh. Almost another paralyzed ready. Why aren't you trying something else if that keeps not working? Come on, man. There we go. Is that it? Nope, not quite. Everybody attack you. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. No, that hits everyone. I keep forgetting. That's fine. You can't do anything. So yeah, fine. We'll leave it up to you. And boom, 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 boom. 5 missiles. There we go. Here we are. That helped tremendously. And now she can paralyze you. And that should really end this problem. And that's a wrap. That's good. Excellent. Woo, okay.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoil.
Stop all your whining and complaining.
Certainly.
All right. Save that. Ryan, what's going on? Glad you were able to make the stream. Loved your Aeon Ron just finished. Lich was awesome. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Whenever I can get this voice down, Demon will be up next. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be releasing a video tomorrow, but we should be back to releasing videos on Wednesday, even though I think the first video is probably going to be about Disco Elysium and all the issues happening with the sequel for that game, and then we'll get back into some Pathfinder content. But glad you've been enjoying it thus far. All right, in fact, let's do a full save on this because I think you have to make a decision here. So I might want to refer back to this. Force decision. Save. KK, what's going on? How are you? Eddar's definitely doing his job.
Stop, Marauder! Our bodies are dust already. Must you profane holy ground with further violence?
Flames roar and whip from within the forge. As they rise, their glow washes the room in a gory crimson light.
Did the height of our walls offend you? Did we cross your borders? Sell you weak steel? Tell us, why did you invade our fortress?
Behind the anger and through the roaring flames, you hear the voice of a tired old man. Lore, Durgan's battery has been deserted for over 200 years.
No, that cannot be. Abidon wouldn't allow it.
The flames flicker and shudder, and the stones beneath your feet grow suddenly cold.
Wake up, Exandru. This is why Abidan gave us the White Forge, that we might take up arms and deal with villains like this.
Heat surges once again from the forge, prickling your skin.
Such a magnificent device, and she can only see it as a tool for war. She shames our grandparents, who wandered this continent and...
Quiet, both of you! Can't you feel it? This chill. This silence.
The fires crackle and snap. Oh yeah, Eddar's doing a great job. I'm really happy the way he's tanking. I'm not happy at all with the damage that my party is doing, but I think that's my fault. I think I haven't put enough effort into their enchantments, which is partially because I've been waiting for Durgan's Steel and also to figure out what is going to be their permanent weapons. So after this, I'll have to like do a whole assessment of their equipment and try to figure out what I want to upgrade.
But you entered our keep and found it abandoned. Ruined. What happened to us?
His question drifts from the mouth of the White Forge, wreathing you like a cloud of smoke. Lore, Stories say that you fought amongst yourselves and destroyed one another.
We fought, yes, but only with words, ideas. Yet it was enough. Our divisions left us unprepared for what came next.
I'd never seen anything like them. Twice the size of any ogre, and positively fearless. They were...
eyeless. Yet no matter how hard we fought, or how deep we hid, they kept coming for us.
Acoustic, what's going on? Glad you're able to make the stream. Sounds like sexy theory crafting. The boss, what's going on? Glad you're able to make it as well. Perfect time with the stream. At my folks' place to help them out with some stuff, so I'm stuck without my PC for a few days. Oh, man, that sucks. Sorry to hear it, but hopefully the stream will help keep things entertaining for you. What were they?
Some kind of magfolk, but bigger than any we knew of. We who survived never got close.
They were relentless. Unnaturally so.
Why did they attack you? They didn't stop to explain themselves. Yet I wondered at what monstrous wilder might survive in a place like this.
We should have taken our steel and pushed east.
What's to say they didn't come from the east? From the lands Maroons so coveted?
It was a punishment for taking this gift of Abidan, the White Forge, and squandering it on our greed and vanity.
The other voices say nothing, but you feel their doubt and dissent in the stifling heat of the forge. Go on.
We retreated until there was no place left to go. Until those of us who remained were here.
Here, with the salvation Abidan had left us.
Intellect. You use the White Forge to channel your souls into the battery.
Yes, using the same methods with which we had fashioned so much cold steel.
It was agony. Feeling your soul ripped from your flesh. Feeling every part of you torn asunder. But it saved us.
Imprisoned us.
It was Abidan's grace. Now, we inhabit the monument our people built to the White Forge.
What does this have to do with Abidan?
The White Forge belongs to Abidan, of course. It is here that he built his own body.
And whether he found this place or created it, it's a truly remarkable smithy.
There's a weird pause sometimes before they actually start speaking.
We Pargrunin are wanderers by nature. But it was Abidan's call that led our forefathers here after generations spent along the Pearl Coast and Air Glonfath.
So the old stories say. Then again, I can't see any other reason our grandfathers would have stayed here when greener lands lay east.
How does the White Forge work?
Its fires have been blessed by Abidan. They're fed by Aora's molten heartbeat and veined with Audra that runs to the center of the world.
Which explains their conductive power. See, these Audra veins allowed us to siphon essence into steel as we shaped it.
And that essence, the extraordinary heat of the forge, and our smith's skill is what made Durgan's steel so remarkable.
I see. And now you're here, in Durgan's battery.
Stuck here, you mean? With all the others who sought to escape the Eyeless.
Explorer. Staying in one place like this would never suit me.
Had we thought longer on the fate that awaited us, we might have chosen a quick death to this slow agony.
Blasphemy! There's no greater honor than remaining here, watching over the White Forge.
You think so?
I only wish we could protect this humble monument better.
Or do something. Anything. We were once among the greatest smiths in the known world. Tell me, do Kith still speak of us?
Yes, and highly. You are still regarded as master smiths.
That is good to know. It's only a shame that this legacy is nothing but a memory.
The White Forge radiates gentle warmth.
Is this why you braved the restless souls of Durgan's battery? To recover the process of Durgan's steel?
There's a village called Stalwart that's fallen on hard times. They asked me to find the White Forge. At this admission, you feel a softening in the essence of the Pergrunden. In one moment, each soul and fragment is distinct, and in the next, they form an indistinguishable host. You perceive them as a school of fish caught in the tide, a flurry of snowflakes on the wind, a pantry full of fragrant spices.
Then I hope you're satisfied with what you found here.
At least you get to leave this place.
But it was good to be remembered, however briefly.
As the souls of Durgan's battery speak to you, their collective essence takes shape, much like Merwald's did. There are scores of them, all torn by conflicting purposes and trapped in the memory of their lost battle. You taste the bitterness of their uncertain existence and feel the persistent ache of centuries. It is a slow, agonizing fate, but you find it in your power to grant them another. You could release them from the battery, make them free to roam, bind them to the cannons, or bind them to the White Forge. I think they're here, they really want to serve, so I don't think it makes sense to release them. But should I bind them to the cannons or bind them to the forge itself? I seem to remember White March 2 being absolutely brutal and there being a major fight here, but I don't remember if binding them to the cannons helps with this fight. I assume binding them to the forge itself maybe helps with my enchantments. We're going to bind them to the cannons. Bind them to the cannons. Defend Abaddon's forge and the fortress you built around it. The souls flow up and through the bricks, moving away from the White Forge as if from a burning, beating heart. The walls groan and creak at the sudden rush of energy. At last, you feel them distantly as they clot somewhere above you, around the exterior of the keep. They thrum with energy and purpose. And awesome. The White Forge is now available for you to use. It has a unique ability to refine Durgan iron ingots. Multiple iron ingots are required to create a single refined ingot. After refinement, these ingots can be used at any time in enchantment recipes to augment weapons, shield, and armor with Durgan steel. And there we go. I agree, cannons do sound like the coolest option. Another reason why I took it. Why not? Soul-reinforced cannons defending my forge sounds absolutely excellent. All right, save that. And what's the deal? What's going on here? White Forge. So, fine. It can now be used to create the legendary Durgan steel. Craft, craft, craft. So we get 4 of these things so far. Man, that seems like an awfully low amount considering everything we went through. I can't even upgrade everybody's weapon with that. All right, regardless. I think leaving automatically ends White March, right? I don't think I even need to go back to town necessarily.
By the time you stepped out of Durgan's battery and into the new snow outside, word had already spread of strange lights rising from the fortress and energy crackling in the sky. The survivors of Stalwart flocked to Durgan's battery, their steps hastened by the promise of peace and prosperity at last. They mended their walls, gathered their strength, and prepared their town for the new opportunities that were sure to come. And with the voices of Durgan's battery silent at last, none heard the distant groan of something stirring among the peaks, as massive and relentless as an avalanche.
You have completed Pillars of Eternity, The White March Part 1. To begin the next chapter of the story, rest in any location outside of the White March. Fantastic. All right, click on that. The crumbling edge of this long platform suggests that there are once stairs leading down from here, perhaps joining with the pathway some distance below. It seems a manageable jump from here on this side, but you doubt you will be able to return the same way. Jump across. You leap. Before a dizzying moment, the ground below flashes past, and then you're across the gap and up on the second tower. Oh, so it just automatically lets you win that. Interesting. All right. We're going to go home and rest, but it's actually going to... Wow. Seems like this guy should be dead, but okay. This just isn't cool at all. And he just paralyzed a bunch of us. That's not cool either. Not particularly appreciative of that. Freeze you. And freeze you.
Yes.
Come on. God dug it. You. And dun, dun, dun. There we go. How did... Oh, and there's something to pick up there. Hey.
Certainly.
Bloody... I'm pretty sure I dealt with this wagon. But there's... Oh, wait. Actually, what is this stuff? Someone was... arrived looking for employment. No, I don't need to employ you. Absolutely not. Okay. Well, I guess I might as well go ahead and rest, since we got supplies right here. Excellent. Does he say anything new? Nope. Okay. All right, let's go to Stalwart Village. I'm just curious what the mayor has to say now that we've gotten through all the quests and whatnot. And in fact, what level are we? So we're at level 11, or it's either 11 or 12. Okay. So that's not good enough to finish the lands below. I think the lands below go up to level 15. So, hey, now that I think about it, am I missing something? Well, we'll find out in a minute. I swear there was supposed to be a soul-bound bow that you could get from going through the forge in the castle. Maybe it's in my inventory and I just don't realize it. If I completely miss that and screw that up, I'm going to be really upset. Enchantments, high, low. Whoops. Did I? Damn. Quarterstaff. I know I picked up one part of it. Where's the second part, though? I swear it was in there. Hold on. I've got to look this up. I swear. Bow, Pillars of Eternity. What's the name? Stormcaller. Yeah, what happened to Stormcaller? Where do you get it? from an injured. Oh. And russet wood. I forgot about that freaking thing. I left that. I sure did leave that wolf. I completely forgot about that. Let's go deal with the, I think, all right, I didn't have a high enough survival to be able to, oh, it's not survival. You need to have access to field triage, and I didn't. I think that wolf is like somewhere down over this way. Here, we'll save here just in case I decide not to do this. Field triage is kind of a wasted feat. So I would have to I would probably want to respect him later when he's like higher level. But you know what? I might end up doing that anyway. So why sweat it? Is field triage around here somewhere? Utility. Here we go. There we go. All right. We save that. And where's this wolf? Here we go. Examine the wound. Try to remove the arrow. Wait, I have field triage. Why isn't it? Do I have to specifically select him? I have field triage. What is going on? Let me just check again. Field triage. Friendly target. Once per rest. 20% health. Does he, and he has it once per rest. It's got that one there. So he can use it. And it's just not letting him do it. Do we need to reload? Is it because I've just literally just taken it? So it doesn't recognize that I have it? Maybe I have to leave and come back and then it'll recognize it?
Certainly.
No, still not.
Hey.
Maybe if I select him specifically, still not. Okay.
Certainly.
So let's try this one other way. Let's go back to Stalwart Village. This is super weird. If I have to kill the wolf, I will. But yeah, I'm one of those guys who, if I can spare you, I will. Barreled, a dignitary, but your patrols intervened. Prestigious visitor. But does he want something? I'm confused. Or just having him there is increasing my stats. I think that's how it works. Okay. Let's go back to Rusted Wood and deal with this wolf again. To meet which requirement? About removing the arrow? I'm not sure. Field triage still unavailable.
Hey.
Super weird. All right. Here, examine the wound. Perception, try to remove the arrow. The wolf goes steal at first, but yeah, I think it's automatic. I don't think it's about your resolve. It just automatically does this. And apparently it's not going to recognize that I have field triage. So I gotta just deal with the wolf. Super annoying, but whatever. As you hold the arrow in your hand, it vibrates with a strange and familiar energy. Searching your pack, you find the bow that you came upon at the top of the tower near Durgan's battery. As you hold the bow and arrow together, the arrow suddenly snaps into place. You hear a crackling hum, and a pale ribbon of light begins to form between the ends of the bow. When you pull the arrow back, you feel a very solid resistance. There we go. Okay. And now, ba-bam! Bind Soul. Deal 250 shock damage to enemies with Stormcaller to unlock this level. I should have done this before I went into Durgan's Battery. I might have been able to level up the whole freaking thing by now. Whatever. We're not going to worry about it. I don't think anybody is really using their final weapon, so I'm going to hold off on the enchantments for right now. For right now. Okay.
Certainly.
Back to the Deerwood. All right. And we will go to our hometown and rest there. Yeah, we'll do that. And I think we have a new store we need to check out. Along with looting our quest chest and finishing the Stronghold quest.
Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Warden's Lodge, Bright Hollow. Oh, maybe there's not a new store, because I think I've been to all of these. Hero Shop, Head Maze. Yeah, I've been to all of these. So I've never been to the chapel. Does the chapel have? Yeah, you can actually enter the chapel. Okay. What's going on in here? May the gods guide and protect all who seek their blessing.
Gods keep you.
Greetings, my lord. I thank you for restoring our chapel to its former glory. I am certain the gods look favorably upon you. I have gathered what scrolls I could find. Perhaps I could be of use to you in your travels. Let me see what you have. Paralysis, revival, or protection. We might use a revival every now and then. Oh, and I can retrain if I wanted to as well. That's useful. Okay. Bip, 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 bip. Okay. So now we're going to rest.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Actually, we're not going to rest because we already look good. Where is... Okay, so she's on the verge of leveling up as well. So we will empty our quest chest. Then we're going to do this stronghold quest because I think I've recruited just about all the people that can help us with this. And then we will rest and we are going to do Master Below. Interesting things here. Interesting things. Interesting things. Excellent. Excellent.
Hail, traveler.
Show me your wares. Anything interesting here? I can't remember. Oh, do we need more grappling hooks or hammer and chisels? We have 6 of these grappling hooks, 4 of these hammer and chisels, 73 lockpicks. Are we low on everything? What about the rope? Oh, a rope and grappling hook. Okay. So yeah, we're good on all this. Excellent.
I have heard terrible things. I worried you would not return. Is it true that there are riots in Defiance Bay, and that Avar Wolfgren has been slain?
It's true. How terrible. But I am glad that you are unharmed, my lord. I can only hope the city recovers. What is the state of the keep? Word of Cat Noir is spreading far and wide. I expect we'll be receiving visitors from every corner of the world soon. It's I can't tell you how wonderful it is seeing this place restored to its original grandeur. Thank you, my lord. This keep only reflects what you have done for us. Monument, if you will. I've kept you too long, haven't I? I'll give you my report. All right. All right. Turns out my plan from yesterday used a respec system to enable a Monk Azada playthrough of Wrath of the Righteous is a bust. Seems that with the enhanced update, they made the mythic paths lock your alignment. Really? Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So I either got to pick a different class or install Toy Box. Wow. That's interesting. Stronghold quest. They lock your alignment now. Lord Gathbin's army grows, Slandered. Don't ignore his threat. It is time, Marshal. Assemble the army and march to Yenwood Field. Are you certain? Once our forces are committed, you won't be able to bolster them with additional troops or allies. Yes, I'm sure. Give the order. As you command, I'll march the army to Yenwood Field. Will you be accompanying us? Yes. Let's march. Okay, so let's see if it lets me use the orcs now. And if that makes any sort of major difference in the battle, I have no idea. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Gathbin's army is a flurry of activity, scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance, you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence, designed to intimidate their foes while organizing the rank and file into battle formations. Marshal Forwin approaches. You've arrived just in time. Lord Gathbin's forces are beginning to move. An attack is imminent. Any idea what Gathbin is planning? Marshal Forwin strokes his chin. His ultimate objective is to face you in battle and to be seen defeating you. I doubt he is foolish enough to challenge you to single combat, of course. Inspect your forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the rank and file. As you walk the unorganized ranks, young faces look at you with hope and determination. The fear in the air is palpable as many fidget with unfamiliar weaponry and armor. Some marksmen from the dozens make final preparations for the upcoming battle. They collectively sing a bawdy tavern song as they meticulously clean arquebuses nearly as tall as a man. You pass a group of crag ogres working themselves into a frenzy. They carve jagged wounds across each other's chest and back, their war cries echoing throughout the camp. Your troops give them a wide berth. Excellent! Sound the horn, Marshal Forwin. It's time to finish this. Marshal Forwin begins barking orders and your troops quickly form up. Gathbin's army follows suit as Adarian war drums echo across the field. Within a few moments, the Marshal raises a brass horn in the visage of a mighty boar to his lips. He looks at you expectantly. Raise your weapon above your head and scream at the top of your lungs. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding weapon to shield as the marshal's horn sounds. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as your archers unleash a hail of arrows at Gathbin's army. The missiles hiss through the air with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. Threed, what's going on? How are you doing today, man? In a bold move, Gathbin points his sword towards your position, giving an unheard order. His infantry, shields raised, charge the field. Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry in the center of the field. The cacophonous sound of metal on metal is nearly deafening as the two forces collide. The fighting is fierce and the screams of the dying numerous. Your troops fight bravely, but their inexperience in leading to heavy losses. Within a few moments, it is clear that Gathbin's troops have the advantage as your forces are slowly being pushed back. Then, a group of Adarian battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin weaving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt among your troops. The acrid smell of smoke and burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. From the left flank, a unit of Rao-type berserkers, clad in plate armor and wielding great swords, begins to collapse the left side of the line. The ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. Meanwhile, Bleak Walker paladins dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield stride back and forth between Gaspin lines, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight harder. As the battle rages, Marshal Foreman looks to you for orders. We need to deal with those battle mages. What's your plan, Lord Slandered? Have the dozens arquebuses open fire. The arquebusers quickly form a line and unleash a salvo of gunfire into the battle mage ranks. Bullets tear through their magical defenses, then the wizards fall by the score. Fearing the gunfire, the unit breaks and retreats from the battlefield. As the battle rages, Marshal Foreman looks to you for orders. The Bleak Walkers must die. Marshal Foreman avoids an incoming arrow before answering. And how do you plan on doing that? Sound the charge for our ogre allies. The Craig ogres charge the Gaspin lines in a bloody frenzy. Using their size, the ogres leap over the enemy line, ignoring grievous wounds. While many fall, nearly a dozen reach the Bleak Walker ranks. Now preoccupied with the ogres, the Bleak Walkers can no longer support the center of the line. Within moments, your own forces surge forward as the Gaspin line begins to falter. As the battle rages, Marshal Foreman looks to you for orders. Take out the berserkers. Marshal Foreman shakes his head. We have no allies available to throw against them. Our only hope is to break through Gaspin line and kill them. Everyone study the battlefield. Your troops fight bravely and your lines are holding for the moment. Gaspin's army is slowly pushing you back and casualties are mounting. Defeat is likely. Everyone on me. Charge. As the remaining of your forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance. A new contingent of warriors crest a nearby hill. As Gaspin's 4 reinforcements charge headlong into the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. The new arrivals quickly join up with Gaspin's army. You make out the form of Captain Emery, leading the charge in her dark armor. She kills one of your troops with a well-aimed pistol shot before running another through with a gleaming rapier. She kills foe after foe, and at one point, with the dead piled around her, she seems to face you from across the battlefield and shrug. So I know there's a way to recruit her, but I don't know what the process is for it, so it is what it is. As the battle rages, your forces fight valiantly, pressing ever forward. Casualties on both sides are high, and victory remains elusive for either side. Slandered, Lord Gaspin strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. We both knew it must come to this. Come now, it's time I put you down like the dog you are. Point at Gaspin, then make a throat-slicing gesture. Ooh. Ooh, there sure are a lot of them over there. Yeah, I did a test respect on the Zada save I had. Let me select lawful good alignment when recreating the character, but from level 2 onwards, Monk is locked out as alignment got pushed to neutral good. Wow, that's a fascinating choice. I don't remember seeing that in the AMA or the change notes. Great, I just got done killing my nemesis in Shadow of War. We've had a long and complicated history, but hopefully this time it'll stay that. You talk about Mordor Shadow of War. I actually never played the game, but I heard great things about the nemesis system there. Oh, there's a lot going on this screen. Oh, and calls and shot and knocks any in the area effect prone. Boom, 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 boom. Here. We'll just scare the crap out of all of you. And, of course, keep this up. God dog it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Yep, there we go. Hey, Captain Emery. You really chose the wrong side, lady. Oh, crap. And there we go. Come on now. I was about to ask, what's the problem? We good? Lord Gathfin lies dead before you, his army scattered, bloodied and exhausted. Your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high in victory, chanting your name. Slandered, slandered, slandered. And we're good. Holding the hem of his robe as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Warren approaches you. Although his face is pale and he looks as if he will be sick at any moment, he forces a smile. The monster on the character screen, all alignments are grayed out except neutral good, chaotic good, and chaotic neutral. So, it's such an odd design choice, but okay. Florian, what's going on? Glad you're able to make the stream. How are you doing? This battle is sick. Getting the ogres was the right choice for sure. Come on now. I am so glad I waited until the ogres were with me. Yep, my nemesis, funnily enough, was my most loyal follower from Shadow of Mordor. Oh, wow. For whatever reason, he betrayed me at the end. This was back in 2019, and we've been killing each other repeatedly since. I've been able to get a decapitating animation off of him ever, but neither have I gotten a cleaving in half animation off of him, which I just did. Nice. One of these days, I'm going to check that game out. Lord Slandered. While I'm grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable so many lives were lost in the process. Gathfin should have just been reasonable from the start. He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against his severed head. In any event, as the legal arbiter of Earl Badamar, I'm here to inform you that you've been declared a Thane of the Deerwood, and Cadnua has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you may have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to your rightful lord, Earl Badamar. Tell Earl Badamar that I'm grateful for his assistance. I'll make sure his taxes are collected with regularity. Excellent. I'll inform Earl Badamar that everything is in order. It appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if he steps in a pile of entrails with a wet squish as he turns to leave. On second thought, I'll come and visit you. Yes, perhaps in a year or 3. Lord Slandered, it's been an honor to serve you. I'll be making my way back to Garen's grasp. The Earl has some urgent business for me there, unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself that far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade war stories with you over a cup or two. He grasps your hand briefly in a firm grip, then turns on his heel. And there we have. Ooh. Look at that. Either kill 5 Kith druids or kill 25 enemies. Well. Excellent.
Certainly.
I want it all. Excellent. More of that. Give me all that. Excellent. All right. Nothing over here. Okay. Quick save. And looks, you know what? Looks like we're all ready. The Onward Path. Quest. Assign. We'll give it to you. No, you actually here. Assign. And there we go. And now. Actually, no, we'll go here first. All right, Yenwood Field. You know what? I want to go here real quick. Because I think where is burn a memory? Edda's brother Woden fought for Red Stairs and died in battle at Cleobon Relag. He wants to see the battlefield. Cleobon Relag. We're here. Okay.
This is the place. My big brother's last battle. I wish I could tell you what we're looking for. Anything from that battle, I guess. Whatever 15 years of reign hasn't buried. You see my brother's ghost, you give me a holler, all right?
He winks.
Not much here. Too recent. Nothing over here. I guess they cleaned up real good after the battle. I think I see... No. Never mind.
Those face painters can't guard that place forever. These ruins are claimed, friend. On your way.
No need to get riled, boys. We're just passing by.
Look at his talisman, Pag. Eothasian.
How about that? A godless sack of shit. We got a blazing corpse worshiper on our hands.
Actually, they never found the body.
Only reason for the legacy is because the Duke doesn't got the guts to see you all slaughtered. The gods want you dead. Me and Pag, though, we done our part during the purges, didn't we, Pag?
Seamstresses?
That's awesome.
Make your cracks now. Got no god or homeland to avenge you. By Magrin, this'll be short work.
Do you always swear by your god when you do a devil's work?
Doesn't matter who it was for anyway. Country's better for the purges. Maybe we start a new purge right here.
He readies his weapon. James, what's going on? How are you doing? Glad you're able to make the stream. Castle's already stormed. We finished with the forge earlier in the session, and now I'm trying to clean up some things before we go back to the lands below Cadnoa. You guys didn't even give me a chance to try to work things out with you. Y'all are real dumb. Real dumb. No, don't let that stop you. Come on now. There we go.
My mind feels sharp as
Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, you don't like that.
They were right. That was short work.
The tip of some metal object protrudes from a mound of watery river silt. With both hands, you and Edda begin digging in the mud until the object is dislodged. You close your hand around it and pull it from the wet earth. The object is a steel, semicircular frame about the size of your fist. At even points around the semicircle, jagged points jut out like tongues of flame, the rays of a rising sun. At the sun's center is the carved silhouette of a vorless plant.
I've seen these before. They top the standards of Raid Ceres. Or did when Weidman was alive. Well, it's something. Just not sure what it gets me.
Cipher. I'm good with objects. I might be able to glean something from it. He shrugs. It's a thought. A lot of people would have touched this. Standard bears a position of honor in most places, but the Red Sarens actually took to fighting for it, what I heard. Serious bunch. It's not a lot to hang hopes on, but hey, we were lucky to find anything at all. He passes the trinket over to you. Let's see what you can see. Better not make anything up, or you'll wake one morning with snakes in your bedroll. You take the steel sun in one hand and clasp Edder's hand with the other, ignoring his uncertain glance. You close your eyes and concentrate. The sun is bright in your mind's eye, warm with the pulse of collective experience and noisy with the thoughts of the past, of battle, of faith, of home. You drift from voice to voice, thought to thought, Edder's soul a vibrant signature with which to locate his brother. One voice stands out amidst the din, brassy and earnest, a shade brighter than Edder's, but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of its owner, but his journey is imprinted with the points and curves of the steel sun, and in your mind it opens before you as a path stretching both southward to Gilded Vale and northward over the uneven terrain that joins the Deerwood to Red Ceres. You trace the path back to its origin, far back as you can find, gliding over plains and hillsides to a one-room home in Gilded Vale with a thatched roof and a dirt floor. The path is faint here, its distance and time rendering images blurry and details scarce. From Gilded Vale, it follows a road towards Madmer Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before diverting abruptly, cutting northward in a beeline for Red Ceres. The path leads to a Red Saren city, regal and austere in their dear imperial style. It winds through streets and climbs a grand set of stairs into a stately building, passing through pointed archways into what appears to be a throne room. Upon the throne sits a man whose head is pure, blinding light, and as its gaze turns to you, the light drowns out all else. Its voice carries the force of thunder, but its words are impossible to make out in the imprint, echoes of echoes. The voice and light fade, and the path bends backward, carrying you along to a barracks, then back southward, marching into Deerwood and skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield, the imprint is vivid, and you see a Red Saren standard topped with a steel sun, clutched in the hands of a fallen soldier. You see a young man in Red Saren armor with Edder's straw-colored hair race toward the standard and lift it, the path you've been following clear to see beneath his feet. And as his hand brushes the steel tip, you can hear his thoughts racing in a blur, and they are of his God and his country and a brother he hopes is far away from this place. In an instant, the thoughts are gone as well as the man, and the standard is passed to another soldier. You pick the path up again as it meanders south and disintegrates in the shadow of Cleaban Ralag. You open your eyes.
Anything? Looked like you were working real hard there.
Your brother got as far as Defiance Bay before turning to Red Ceres instead. He met Wadwin there. Then he enlisted.
What'd he talk about with Widewind?
Widewind's head was a beam of light.
I figured that. Woden and me had heard enough stories from his uprising to know it wasn't just some tall tale. Doesn't mean he was Aethys. It could have been some wizard's trick. It's what they talked about that's important. What'd they say?
I don't know.
That's not funny. Come on. That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went. Now what'd he talk about with Widewind? Why'd my brother fight for Red Ceres?
I wish I had something better to tell you.
I guess that's it.
We'll find some other way to know why he did what he did.
I don't think we will. What will we do? Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. Soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
We can go now. I've seen what I've needed to see. I hate the end of his quest, to be honest with you. I think it's completely unsatisfying.
Certainly.
And is unworthy of the adventure you have. It's not that there's no closure. Like, you can have a good ending for a quest that doesn't end in a good way. I'm sorry. It is that there's no closure. It's not that the ending isn't happy. Like you can have a good ending that's well written, but it's not necessarily a happy ending for a character that you like. But it's that there's no real closure to the storyline that you've been following for him. Like he just, as far as I can tell, he just never really finds out what happened to his brother. And I don't think that makes much sense, to be honest with you. Even in the second game,
I must say, I'm impressed.
I don't think they really explain anything. Battle axe, nah, I'm good. It's just always, it just is what it is. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. I'm doing all right. Been playing the new Pathfinder. He is a trickster and having a silly amount of fun. Awesome. Trickster story doesn't fit exactly. Yeah, I mentioned that in my ranking video, but a lot of people still love Trickster. It's not meant to. I've been enjoying the free enhancements on all my items. Yep, that's what Trickster's for. Like, I'd expect more chaos and mischief in the storyline than there is, but no, you're establishing a nexus of all the worlds and then randomly switch to something else at the end. Yep, I agree. It doesn't really live up to what I feel like a Trickster should be doing, but some people enjoy it and have a good time with it. That's all that matters. It's fine. We're still sticking with this, right? Yeah, accuracy versus a particular creature type, so we'll leave that there. Disintegration. Sure, I guess. Oh, I don't remember what I'm supposed to unlock here. Give me a minute. Let me consult my trusty builds. It's actually been a while since I pulled up the Pathfinder build, so give me a second. Boop, boop, boop. Pillars of Eternity builds, rather. PoE companions. That's one type. And then, where's the other one? Straight. Here we go. Pillars of Eternity builds. There we go. That's the other one. Pull that back up. It's kind of surprising, especially since Eder is your very first companion. Yep, I agree. It's very surprising. Oh, Apprentice's sneak attack. We don't have that yet, right? I don't think. Did we pick that up? Maybe we did. Okay. And then we could get superior deflection. That would be defensive, right? Maybe not. Oh, looking at the right one. Yeah, for him. Greater focus, draining whip, biting whip. Stunning enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense. That's actually useful as well. But why isn't it letting me do any of these other things? That's weird. Nope, it's not going to let me do it, huh? Okay. Well, then fine, I'll start them out. How does the bow work? Do you need a weapon? I think you don't need a weapon focus for it if it's a soul-bound weapon, right? I'm going to have to look at my plus 20% shock damage. Yeah, this sounds about right, sure. I'm going to have to look at my, relook at the build and try to make sure about that. What about you? What's going on with you? I don't know if you're done. You have enough stealth yet, so we'll just go ahead and take it again. Sure, you could take disintegration. Why not? And you got all the stuff that I would expect as well, right? Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Okay. And, you know, we'll give you Scion of Flame because I think we gave you a Burning Lance on this. There we go. And you, what's going on with you? Still can't upgrade mechanics for you, even though I know you desperately need it. Durance. What's going on with you? What do I pick for you at this level? Narans, he gets Heart of the Storm at level 12. What am I giving him that is useful for Heart of the Storm? I don't remember, but it's the build I chose. I'll deal with it later. We got athletics. We also have survival. And right. Okay. Oh, and that gave you double healing multiplier. And now we're just building up your athletics. I think 10. I think you don't need more than 10. If I remember correctly. Could be wrong, though. Critical focus, reinforcing exhortation, and deep faith. I really wish it showed you like the stuff you had already selected. So that I know like, oh, okay, I don't need this stuff anymore. All right, deep faith. What's that give me? +2 deflection and +3 all defenses except deflection. Sounds good to me. And I think he's got 12 here. I think you need a little bit. I think you 14 for the highest level scrolls. So we'll go ahead and do that. That chain lightning was brutal when I used it. I really enjoyed how that worked out. So you know what? We'll give that another go. And then what does he need here? Olive. Hardened Veil for wands. Pick a weapon focused adventurer for the warbow. No. For the wands, pick a weapon focused adventurer. Wand. Pretty sure I have a wand, right? And bam. Everything's taken care of. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and rest just to make sure we clear off any nasty stuff. By the way, when I get to the trickster myself, I'm going to make you know who the king of Galarian. Nice. My fiancée just learned that you could devour Ember as a swarm that walks. She was mortified. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite videos to make. In fact, I made 2 versions of it because I think I made it and then Outcat updated it so that they actually had more dialogue, and then I made it again. Fantastic. Okay. Mechanics. Oh, as you sleep, you are boiled and buffeted by the vagaries of dreams. They tumble and thrash about you and fill your mind's eye with pale, glittering motes. They resolve into a light snowfall and a biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains of the White March rising around you, and you shiver. You see Starwater a few miles away, quiet and still, before a few curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, its shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all, you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first, it sounds like a distant drumming, but then it grows louder, cracking through the dry air and booming from the mountain peaks. It builds until you feel it reverberating beneath your feet. Watch and listen. Each thud comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder echoes from the mountaintops as great sheets of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. But the rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes like crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chasms fill with snow and scree. A rock slide buries Stalwart, and Durgan's battery is shaken into rubble. Shadows rise over the mountains, the vanguard of a massive army. You flee. You tumble from the foothills and bound across the deerwood, feeling the rumble of the advancing army all the while. Barricade yourself in Cadnoa. Cadnoa rises from the forest, its mended walls reaching out to you like a pair of strong arms. You barricade yourself within the great hall as the pounding grows closer still. It rattles the foundation of the great keep, and just as the masonry begins shaking loose, you hear an unholy battle cry coming from your courtyard. The ceiling collapses and sends a cascade of bricks and beams onto your head. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking at the bedding knotting around your legs. As you shake free of the last bonds of sleep, you hear a voice whisper something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring eyes. You awaken, feverishly warm and covered in sweat. Hey, Eddar's got something to say.
Hope I didn't seem ungrateful back there in the battlefield. And you went out of your way.
You had a lot on your mind.
Got real close. Didn't expect that. And for a second, I thought I was going to finally see some answers. Foolish, of course. And why should I get answers? There's a world of Aethasians out there, don't know if their god's been blown up. Still, man can't help looking back. Guess you'd know that well as anyone.
Edda stares off, focusing on some distant thing, unseen and unrealized. Oh, I just looked here in time to catch the 100 shifting eyes. Him, it's lovely. Hey, gotta love whale.
I might have turned my back on my god when he needed me. That's all I'll ever know.
What would your brother have to say about that?
He'd tell me to trust him. Of course, it'd be a lot easier if I knew it was mine. But, maybe I don't need to. Something to think about, I guess.
Yeah, see, I'd be more okay with it if maybe they follow this up more in Pillars of Eternity 2, but as far as I remember, they don't. Like, this is pretty much where you leave with your brother. Of course, his relationship with Aelthis is explored a little bit more if you have him in the party and he's able to have those discussions. But his brother, what happened to his brother and all of that, like it's just not really resolved. And I understand that that's a choice that they purposefully made. I just don't like it. I just don't agree with the choice. Okay. Oh, no, we're not leaving yet. Okay. Now I want to go back to the lands below. We're not going to complete it all the way, but I know there's a soul-bound weapon there, and I want to get to that. So 1, 5, 5. Okay. I think we gotta go through to like level 8 to get to the snowbound weapon. So I think there are 15 levels total. And I think like each one represents the level you have to be in order to get through to it. So we're not quite strong enough yet to finish the whole thing. But I think the soulbound weapon, it's got of course it's got a bunch of things you have to do in order to be able to unlock it. So all the way. I don't even remember who I would want to have unlock it, but I want to just go ahead and get through that and make sure I have it available. Oh, whew. So glad I did this already. I think this is where the bunch of the fan peers were. Disturbing new players on Ayatollah with my character's horrible voice. Yay. What do you mean? And then seems like I should have gotten a, you know what? No, none of these had a side level that lets you really exit out directly from up top. So I take it back. I guess I did have to walk through all this. But finally, here we go.
Silence surrounds me.
Oh. Come on. Okay.
Something over there.
I don't remember what type of enemies over here, to be honest with you. I hear skeletons. All right. Guess we're getting this party started. Good enough. No, we'll go here. Okay, yep, nothing else over here.
See now what the flame...
Vampires, yep. Do not like these guys.
has shown us.
Wizard. Boom, boom. And who are you? Skeletal fighter? You're a Dargle.
Spot on!
That's it! My mind feels sharp as...
Why does it seem like people are standing around? Oh, there we go. That too. That works. The players are creeped out by his voice. He was sold as a slave to a wizard as a child. At 9 years old, his master caught him trying to perform a spell from his spell book. The wizard stuffed a hot poker down my character's throat and ruined his voice. Good Lord.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
This all sounds deeply
Certainly.
unpleasant. Probably horrible enemies. Yeah, vampires are not, I'm not fans of them, I'll tell you that much. They love to charm your peoples. Not cool. Hate the way she does that, but whatever.
That's not very good.
And freeze you. And there we go.
Thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Awesome. Okay, lower portion of this all finished. We'll clear this part on the left first before moving over there.
Spot on!
Let's get you frozen as well. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. And you too. Go for header. Excellent.
Silence surrounds me.
What is this update? Oh, hireling pay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so now we're going through into the upper area of where this was. Okay, cool.
Something over there.
Detected traps. Detected traps. Yep, that increase to mechanics is definitely worth it.
Yes.
Who are you? Are you blocking the rest of them? There we go. That's fine. And you. Come on. There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
To whispers and shadows.
What is this? There's another exit? And on top of that, having sulfuric yellow eyes that glow from the dark and make most people nope away from my character. You sure do like it strange. So what's the advantage of playing this character since you got all those disadvantages?
Keeping an eye out.
Old school style bugs like these I find much creepier than bugs with realistic graphics. The bugs don't usually don't bother me. It's the strange moving creatures that I usually find much more difficult to deal with. Like, I think the most a video game has ever scared me is actually in this old game for what was it called? Riddick, where he whoa, I'm getting hit up. What is this? What is that thing? Oh, I'm charmed. Of course. I have a way to fight against that, right? Immunity to charmed. There's an immunity to charm somewhere around here. This is immunity to like all that stuff. Immune to blind, hobbled. All right. Well, I guess we'll use the major one then. Why can't I use that? What? Why can't I use that on him? What in the hell? Okay. For whatever reason, they won't let me do it. It's fine. There we go. And who even charmed me now that I think, oh, there we go. There's a vampire there. Well, yeah, that's definitely not going to work. And why can't I use it? Already activated, not enough focus. How is there not enough focus when I've got 73 focus? I'm thoroughly confused right now. What is going on? I've got 99 focus now. Still can't do anything with it. Here we go. There we are. The vampires got to be taken care of first. They are just absolutely brutal if you leave them alive.
Certainly.
Well, that was harder than it should have been. All right. Deal with you. Deal with you. Come on now. Oh, he can't get through? Is that the problem? Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Skeletal Rogue, Vampire. Let's freeze you most definitely. You're paralyzed. You're Skeletal Wizard. Here, you deal with that trap. Make sure none of us... Night, darling. Will do, most certainly. Take care. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
He's a vampire. That means he has sanguis, the ability to use blood magic. That isn't quite as spectacular as Elemancy or Sociomancy. Sanguis lets me raise the dead to become my minions. I can create a haze of blood to cover up the sun in the local area, allow me to walk through not getting burned. Okay, that's definitely an advantage. Skeletal Wizard, go. Oh, so are there always... No, there's just one vampire. Okay, cool. All right, now you. Wait, who's all the way up there? Durant's? Yeah, let's do that. You come over here. There you go. Get them all. Get them all. Get them all. Get them all. Is the vampire still alive? Vampire is still alive. You get frozen. There we go.
Yes.
Excellent. Mentis is mental control, inflicting people with all sorts of phobias and mental disorders until I can obliterate their minds. That's the vampire's insta-kill. Nice. So what other evil creatures do you have the option to be outside of just vampires? Boss Page, what's going on? How are you doing? Glad you're able to make the stream, man. Hey, okay, and we're back at the door.
That's settled.
There we go. Excellent. And Corpus, the mastery of the vampiric strength, grace, and overall physical vampire form. He can fling people around, walk at heightened speed, fortify his flesh, and become a wolf bat. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Skeletal Wizard. Where's the vampire? Vampire's over there. All right. 1, 2.
Oh.
Okay. Grieving Mother. Guess you'll go with Pallegina.
That's it.
And he'll go with Eder. Actually, no, go over here.
That's it.
Pallegina, nope, come around. There we go, now. Eder.
That's it.
How is everyone? I am doing well, sir. I don't have much of a problem. How much did I miss? I have been streaming for 1 hour and 35 minutes. So we already finished Durgan's battery. Got through the forge area there. I also did the stronghold quest. And now I'm trying to go through the area below Cad Noah because I'm pretty sure there's a soul-bound weapon here. And so I would like to get access to that so that we can start unlocking it. That's what I've been doing so far. And I do keep all of my live playthroughs on a playlist. It's just called Live. So if you ever want to go back and see any of them, you can. Even though it doesn't have like a VODs format the way like Twitch does. And there we go with that. And there we go. Excellent. Is this one why? You're good. And then finally, there we go. Awesome. Terran, the Terran's Lore is my favorite. They are undead priests, mages, more similar to priests than mages, but they wish to wield the power of the earth. Have a loyal golem that follows them around and protects them. They wield sandstorms as their weapon on top of a flail, the golem in the earth. They have 2 insta-kills, crashing their fists into the earth and splitting it open. To swallow people whole before slamming it shut, crushing them. The second is creating a gigantic maul made of stone and crushing people's heads like melons. All of these mechanics that you keep mentioning sound actually like a ton of fun. Let's see, there's one going. Okay, so we can go. That's the master staircase. We already unlocked that.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Hey.
Keeping an eye out.
Dargle. There's the vampire. Okay. And there's the wizard. I'm actually just going to go straight for Eder.
Oh?
No! What did I just do? And now what? Is he's charmed. God dug it. Really screwed this up. Does that mean I never... Right. So I never charmed him. There we go. He's paralyzed. And then this Dargle is near death. He's badly injured. So, yeah, this wizard is still up and kicking, though. And she... Yeah, that's fine. Yep, way too close to the action. Boom, 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 boom.
My mind feels...
Excellent. That definitely helps. That definitely helps as well. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Sheesh. Bad positioning on that one. Bad positioning.
Certainly.
These ornate stone coffins are lined with Adra. Peculiar runes encircle the jeweled spear at the center of the lid.
To whispers and shadows.
Are the Earth's warriors and are the ones that can grant undeath, which is separate from vampirism. The Earth Callers are the actual priests of the Earth. When the feet up and those bones join the tornado. Every bone, by the way. What makes their version of undeath separate from actual vampirism? Wait, so we can go up, or there's actually a bridge that's there. We'll go up. We'll go up and around first. Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah, he left the stronghold. That I don't care about. Oh, yep, and that's the quest. No problem. Excellent. Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
Why does it look like Eddar's holding a bow? Because he is. Why is he What is that about? Good Lord. Okay.
Hey.
Let's go up and around. Aha, this is as far as we can go without using that bridge.
Keeping an eye out.
From granting people XP to preventing people from... They also wield lava as a weapon, although it's considered impure. Lava is considered impure? Why? Vampire Lord below. I think there's some sort of vampire lord we can interface with here. Let's find out. Yep, here we go. At the center of this massive Adra structure, beneath the long shadow of the Titan's curled fingers, sits what appears to be a man. Unlike the slavering, animalistic creatures you have encountered on this floor, this man is regally composed, lounging upon a crooked stone throne, yet his gaze has a piercing, feverish quality. He watches you intently as you approach. What are you, then? One of theirs? Strange that you survived the planning stages. He speaks in fluid and Gwithin, you note, though his voice is taut with strain. It must have been hard for them, those beggars, those cowards. But you won't go any further, no. You can go right on back to them, your masters. Let them feast on you instead. I think you've been down here a little too long. The man looks startled. He gives a short laugh. You understand. Look here, even the foreigners speak our tongue now. Truly, we are an immortal people. He laughs again. But that only makes it all the more clear, you see. You must be with them. How have they kept you so whole? You are remarkably well preserved. His eyes narrow. Attempt to pass and you will go screaming back into the void. Puppet. Who are you? Lord and master of this place. He raps his knuckles on the throne. I should ask you the same. By all rights, you're trespassing. But then, our great father is long gone. Perhaps he won't mind. You're in Gwithin. How is it you're still alive? Oh, no, no, no. We do not share information with our enemies. Go and ask the others. See if they recall. If they remember who it was that sustained us all these years. I'm searching for the master below. I see your own masters have grown superstitious. Master below indeed. How easily they turn from old loyalties. To think old Noah trusted their like. I won't waste another word on their messenger, even if it is quite nice to speak again. No, go away. I've had enough. This will sate me for another 100 years. If you're talking about the creatures in those old rooms, I've already dealt with them. Ha! Good. Very good. He touches a hand to his mouth, brows knitting, and then laughs. Yes, it's all mine now. No more of their screaming. No need for any more pointless demonstrations of power. Go on, then. Go barreling down into the deep if you like, if the beetles don't make a quick end of you. Beetles? Voracious little devils. That's what caused this whole mess. You can kill one easily enough, but there's a great swarm of them chewing through the Adra. My Adra. There's only the arm now. In any case, they'll tear you apart just as easily as they do the crystals. He pauses. More easily. I had some questions first. Yes, yes, I said you could add some answers. What is it? Who are you? Did you want a name? I forgot those ages ago. Who's going to call me anything down here? There's me, and now there's just you. That's all that matters. I was entrusted with the test we performed here. The foremost, he taps his temple, mind of the age. None could rival me for arcane power save Adnoa himself. He pauses, and perhaps some of his advisors. What was this place? Oh, many things. Our home once, and before that, a place of great deeds. He chuckles. Those foul chambers in there were once the site of incredible discoveries. We were given the bulk of this floor. There was construction at all hours, of course. He gestures towards the Adra arm, for all of our work was, of course, for Adnoa's purposes. He laughs. Think on it. A dozen sculptors carefully crafting a fingernail, souls flung from their shells on the floors above and below, and all the while, Idris fusses over a cuticle. What kind of experiments were you doing? Why, we were preoccupied with matters of the soul. All of us were, because Adnua was. But here, we toiled to find the dividing line between life and death and crack it wide open. We were attempting to find a means of binding souls to their mortal vessels, preventing them from crossing the shroud. I say attempting. We found it, of course. A dozen minds set to purpose. How could we not? The things we learned, what a glorious time. We could determine the precise manner in which a soul would crack and shatter, could carefully place a fragment from one into another. He smiles at the memory. While our fellows wasted their efforts on phenomena like blights, we delved right into the heart of the matter. There were certain gaps in our knowledge, of course. I was perhaps enthusiastic in my pursuits. I thought that if anyone should attempt a more personal approach to the test, it should be me. And no amount of certainty will make the imbibing of poison a pleasant experience. Death is the ultimate test, you see. If the soul has flown, then you know you failed. He chuckles. Your work sounds similar to animancy. Like what? The man shrugs. Perhaps other fellows in our step. I have not had the opportunity to keep up with the state of magical study. He smiles thinly. How have you stayed alive all this time? The big question. Binding a soul to its body was not, it turned out, very difficult. We were certain we'd found a kind of immortality. The body could be destroyed beyond repair, but anything less is quite survivable. I was eager to attempt it. My leg at the time pained me terribly, old war wound, and I had heard one subject describe a sense of distance from the pain inflicted upon them. They felt it, but it didn't matter to them, which would be a vast improvement. I remember the first moment, the relief. He sighs. But we found that after some time, the body will remember that it was, after all, dead. There's really no describing what it feels like to see your own fingers rotting away. He makes a face. The smell. We tried to revive the affected subjects with energy called from their fellows, and it worked well enough. I was able to refine the spell work, keep myself and the others who had joined me as hale as ever. Adnua wasn't terribly pleased with the distraction, but that turned out not to matter. The mob came and murdered him, and we were sealed in here with the rest of his tools. But we still had the Adra, you see, and enough souls housed in here to feed us for, well, as long as we wished. And so, he grins, we've had a time of it, we did. We were able to preserve the furniture over the years. We had little meetings in the grand chamber. We had a nice little family we were. His grin fades until it had to end. What happened here? Here? You mean with them, the Adra, all of it? That's a long tale, and my patience is dim with time. I'll tell you what happened recently. It was the Adra beetles. Oh, you wouldn't think it was something so small, so mundane, but they came swarming up from the lower reaches and started to feed upon the live Adra. Go on. We tried to fight them off, of course, but it was impossible. Kill one and two more behind it. Something must have driven them up here. I don't know what. They all but amputated our Adra limb. Not enough to support all of us. Not us, the rooms, the tapestries, everything, but enough for me. None of the others knew the spells required. Their only part in it was simply to lie in their Adra coffins and be revived by me. So it was an obvious choice, wasn't it? No more of that. No more of anything. I swore I'd burn them all to kindling if they came near. Fortunately, you made that unnecessary. How could you do that to your companions? You're soft-hearted, considering it was you who put an end to their immortality. They weren't anyone's friends. They would have licked the brains out of your cracked skull if they could. There wasn't enough life to go around, that's all it was. And 2,000 years is more than long enough to get to know someone. Think on it this way. You sent them on their way, and they will live again in time. Isn't that a comfort? I'm looking for the master below. Do you know who that is? None of us took such grand titles. The only master of this would be Ad-Nur, our king, our poor grief-maddened king. He laughs. Would he call himself such? I wonder. Ad-Nur is dead. The mob would not have retreated without having killed him. He thinks for a moment. But then, if we could preserve ourselves despite our deaths, then so, perhaps, could he. I am sure I considered the possibility once, when it all come crashing down. If any man would prolong himself, it would be him. I wonder, was it he who drove the Adra beetles up here from below? His face twists with anger. Who stole our Adra source? Does he mourn his son yet, the muling fool, that he should resent our feeding upon his statue? A possibility. He regards it with sudden calm. After all this time, it wouldn't surprise me. Can you tell me about Ad-Nur? Our great lord, a wise man in his day until his son was lost, an accident, some small unfortunate turn of fate. You have come but a little way past the sealed chambers. You must know by now that Ad-Nur did not take it well. He chuckles. This monument to his grief has outlasted him. But his madness provided opportunity, a promise of immortality for all of us. If it was found at the behest of a grieving father, what did it matter? He had a flock of devoted servants. For we had to find the soul in question, to bring it back from wherever it had gone to house it somewhere suitable. He indicates the statue, and such discoveries have cost, something the rabble didn't understand. Interesting. That's why all these vampires are down here. Vampires were created by the goddess of corruption. They also have access to Sanguis, Mentis, and Corpus. Undead were created by the god of earth and strength. So can there be good aligned undead, or are you automatically evil? Attack. You tortured people and used their souls to prolong your own life. You don't deserve immortality. It was all for a good purpose. I'll show you once our spat is done just how malleable a soul can be. He rises from his throne. Your blood holds far more life in it than the Adra. All right. Dargol. Okay, so he's the only vampire. Excellent.
Oh?
Whoa. He got over that paralyzation real quick. And now she's paralyzed. Not good. Where's that damn vampire? Okay. Where are you? You're here. Oh, in the midst of the nonsense, huh? Not good. Good Lord, why did Palagina come all the way over here? No, go back over there. In fact, no, go back over here, in fact. Yeah, deal with the vampire. Bam, bam, bam. Petrifying enemies. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Actually. That's helpful. Now, reviving exhortation. There we go. Are you serious? Well, yeah, we definitely need to deal with him.
Yes.
There we go. And Palagina, come on the other side here. There you go, girl. Excellent. You put a pause on that. You go at the Eder. And then Eder can come up here. And we're good. Kalana Kinji. Excellent. Ooh, what armor was that? Shh. He gave us some really nice armor for him. You are probably in D&D the arcade good now in 5e. You're probably not a great person if you're undead, but it's possible. Okay. I like playing those like in between characters. Like I've always wanted to try out like a reformed fiend run in Pathfinder, you know, stuff like that where people would expect you to be evil, but you're really not. Thick, rust-red veins of dead Audra worm their way into the statue's wrist and into the darkness beyond.
Nice and quiet.
Only Bloodlock and Spine's Reach will accept the undead. Both are pretty awful people. So the other evil classes are Ravagers, cheaty brawlers that wield meat hooks in their fists, using all sorts of cheap tricks to win. They also wield the fires of hell, which they can use to make alcohol, and they can shape reality with their sheer ego. And have Warhounds, which can do all sorts of tasks. Nice. That's awesome. Wait, is this an area I haven't been to yet? Maybe. Ooh, yep, definitely. Thank you. Boom. Boom. And there we go. Ba-ba-ba.
Eyes open.
I love how everything in Pillar's lore connects back to soul magic and the wheel. I agree. And I feel like, you know, they keep mentioning it, but you don't really understand. Whereas playing this while having already played Pillars of Eternity 2, a lot of it makes so much more sense. And it's really cool to see all the threads that were already laying out there that they kind of circle back to and made even stronger with the second game. Like, I think the main story is stronger in this game, but I the world building and your conversations with the deities, I enjoyed that a lot more in the second game than I do in comparison to the first. Well, you could definitely play a reformed fiend, the Knight Commander of Honorian, especially right hand the god of artifice before he turned good. Nice. Okay, so there is that kind of flexibility. What level is this? This is level 9. Okay. This Adra has turned a dull shade of crimson. Entire sections of it have crumbled away from the walls and ceilings. What in the hell? This looks very odd. Let's save here. Undead and vampires won't be accepted by Honori and Durin, the arguably two good factions in Ayatollah. Undead and vampires escape the cycle of life and death, which is heavily frowned upon by Durin, and they're natural. They love the natural roar. For Honorian, undead and vampires are unholy. They have too much of the element of shadow in them. Interesting. I think it all comes to light at the end of this game. Also, being a pirate never gets old for me. Yep. I definitely agree with that as well.
Hey. That's not nice.
God dog it. Hey, key.
Of course.
Oh, that same key unlocks that. And it gives you another key. All right. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and rest here. And actually, is it vessels I've been dealing with? Yeah, the vampires are vessels, right? So yeah, rest here. All right. All the nasty stuff cleared. You can cure yourself of undeath and vampirism. The Spirian class is also evil. There's the alchemist, which is my second character. They cause all sorts of alchemical chaos. So if you play as the alchemist, you have to be evil? That's interesting. Boom. Excellent. Nice there. There we go.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Do that. Do that. And he'll go out as far as he can. Now who's gonna go all the way around? Eddie, can you come up here? Yep, there we go. And then you lock on to him. Come on, Edder.
All right, then.
Worth and rough.
Deal with that first. There you go. Now come around here. Now there we go. There we go. Excellent. Excellent.
Certainly.
Yep.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Oh, there's an opening there. Okay, cool. I was about to say, like, how do I continue on from here? Excellent. Freedom-loving pirate telling the gods exactly where you can stick it is a vibe I can get behind. I have actually never done Pillars of Eternity 2 run through as the pirates. I think I've done like 2 or 3 runs, and I almost always end up siding with the Rautai because the best romance, in my opinion, is the chick who comes from there. So I always want to side with her. Hey, I wasn't able to get to any of this below area. And looks like that's by design. Okay. So I haven't gotten to the part that lets me get there yet. No
Thoughts
problem.
will be as silent
Just
as my
want to
feet.
be sure. What's that? A Vithrak. And that's a Wilder. Interesting. I like Palagina's intro. The way she
Certainly.
immediately throws out a big old ball of fire at my enemies. That definitely works for me.
And what does the flame reveal?
Lockpicks. All right.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Ooh, nice. Arguably evil. The facts are split 2 ways. Spirit is considered the good guys. Spirit composed of Honorian and Duran Shadow. Shadow consists of Bloodlock and Spine's Reach. But yes, good people don't perform live experimentation, which alchemists do. Makes sense. All the native sides. Hey, archivists are arcane researchers. They wield the power of math. Ooh, that sounds like a class I would like. We'll go ahead and put a freeze on you, and we'll go ahead and put a freeze on you too.
Yes.
Crystal Eater. There we go. No. Don't pass over it. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Broken blade, the blade of the endless past. There we go. Blade of the endless past. I found both halves. I have found both halves of the broken blade. I have found the ornate hilt of a sword. But I guess I still don't have all the parts yet. Keep searching. Typing on the head of the new blood principle. Ooh. Sure.
Yeah.
Spot on!
Boom, 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 boom. First you. You're done. Sure. You. Ooh. I didn't even see you over there. Boom, boom. There we go. Now we're good.
Certainly.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Excellent. Okay. My mobile stocks. Anyway, she had me simping for the moment I met her. Had you sip for the moment I met her? It wasn't a character. My main issue. Oh wait. My main issue in Pillars 1 is that there wasn't a chance. There wasn't a character concept that hooked me like in 2. Oh, right. The pirate queen. You can't really have a romance with her, right? Or if you finish the plot line of Pirates, do they actually provide that opportunity? Like I said, I've never actually done it. But I got the feeling like she would basically try to betray me in the end. So I didn't feel like I was really missing anything. Seriously. Damn. He already got he never got paralyzed. And she just tried to paralyze. It was he the one? She tried to paralyze and failed to? Alright, now he's good lord, and now she just went down. Can he use? Okay, cool. He can do that. And you, okay, this Vic Rack. Nah, let's get the Vic Rack even more stuff. Right, all in the area effect. Oh, there's 2 of these freaking Vic Racks. I didn't realize that. There we go. That's what I missed. I was like, why am I getting hit up so thoroughly? What is the reason for this? The spikes look sharp enough to cleave bone. Ooh. Is that the way down? Yep, that is the way down. Know to communicate. They also convey secret messages using facial expressions and body language, which is much more subtle than the sign language. Interesting. You can't, which is wet. Okay, so that's what I thought. So I'm not missing anything by not doing that. I got the feeling that she would betray you no matter what. So now the watchful guardians of spines reach the knives in the dark that focus around subterfuge, hypnosis, wormholes to get around and use a secret form of sign language. Only know how to communicate. Wow. I am impressed every time you go through these mechanics. But this is still the text-based game, right? I'm still part way through my playthrough. I'm ready to die for the pirate queen either way. I don't blame you. She is a lot of fun to talk to. Flock, what up, dude? How are you, man? How are you doing on this fine evening? The last 2 are Skyromancers and Revenants. Why is that shade just sitting out there alone all by itself? That's kind of sus. And, of course, these creepy things here. Let's paralyze 2 of y'all. No. Get him. Yep. Paralyze the other. Okay. Now, yep, we're going to focus on y'all 2 first. So here, we'll focus on you first. Bam. And then we're going to do you. And you know what? We're going to go with you. And, you know, we'll double up. Now that I think about it. Durance, let's get a better angle going on this, sir. There we go. And now you go as far up as you can. No. Keep going up. There you go. Now. There is a Pathfinder pad people wanted that is all piracy. I'm still hoping it gets made somewhere down the line. Really? Because, wait a minute, let me think. Yeah, you don't even use guns in Wrath of the Righteous. But in Tabletop, are there guns for the Wrath of the Righteous line in Pathfinder? At work. Hey, look at you. Using your time wisely, making some money. What in the hell? Yep. Oh, that's right. I forgot you work evenings all the time. Your schedule is so weird to me. I feel like I never know when you're actually going to be working. Let's see. You can take that hit, right? You can take that hit. There we go. Oh, yeah. Like that angle. Reaches nice and far. And, in fact, we'll go ahead and hit that person up. Oh, yeah. And we're going to get the beetle at the same time and then deal with you. Excellent. Just absolutely beautiful. And then she can come over a little bit. No. Come back out. Don't go around. Whatever, just attack him. Fine, it's fine. Oh, snap, I didn't even realize there's a beetle all the way over there. What's that about? No. Injured, barely injured. We'll go with injured. There we go. And boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Light, flames. Babe, we're not in combat anymore. You can chill. It's okay. It's over. Put the gun down. There we go. The Ranger companion in 2 is a sister of the Chanter companion from 1. Am I right? Yep. She was just too nationalistic for me to really like her, even though I appreciated the rest of her character. You know, it didn't bother me because he was very nationalistic as well. And so I felt like it was consistent with how their people just are in general. Okay, so now we're getting down to level 10. I don't remember having to go all the way down to level 10 to get this soulbound sword. But maybe we do. Psion has some singularities. Yes, a legitimate black hole into existence to control gravity. Their main should take is wielding elemental shadow as a weapon. Elemental shadow is like fire, but it eats even the ashes. Nothing remains of what it consumes. That sounds fantastic. Yes, there's guns and a bunch of other fun stuff. Awesome. Okay. Always overnight. Really? Always overnight? I thought, for some reason I felt like there was variety in your schedule, but maybe I'm misremembering that. Interesting. Do you prefer it that way? Do you like working overnight? I used to work overnights, but to be honest with you, my body never really adjusted. And so I was falling asleep at my desk, but it didn't matter as much because my leaders were never around. But like all my really good measurements, you know, they use to measure your productivity, all that stuff plummeted to the ground when I started working overnights. My body never was able to handle it. But of course, part of that might have been the drive. Like I used to have to drive a long time when I was working overnight as well, which made it significantly harder to deal with. Revenant is a knight class that uses an ancient language to inscribe their weapons with powerful magic, and they augment their physical capabilities with shadow. Interesting. Yeah, Gunslinger is a class in Pathfinder. Is it a gun archetype for most classes? Like, I knew that there are some pathways where they allow you to use guns, but I thought Wrath of the Righteous wasn't one of them. I thought in that particular line, no guns were allowed, but that's just based off in my experience with the video game, of course. So it seems like what happened is they just decided not to add guns, but they could have, based upon the actual mechanics of the tabletop. Interesting. I wonder why they decided not to add that. I mean, I guess there's enough complicated things in the game as it is that trying to add guns might have just made it even more complicated. The Paladin gun archetype is sick. Interesting. Let me find out what path that is called. Skulls and Shackles. Man, Summoner would be so cool, but I'm actually glad they didn't try to implement it in Wrath of the Righteous. Do you mean like there's a class that's just called Summoner that could have been in the game?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Why are you going all the way over there, Palagini? You got people to deal with right here. Calm yourself. There we go. We deal with one group at a time around here. Thank you very much. Immune. Let's get some fear spreading amongst all of you. Thank you very much. Yep. And yep. Nope. Here with you. Oh my God. Look at that. That is not cool at all. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And what's going on? There's a straight up crystal eater, but use that. Okay. Now, I don't think that's even worth it, to be frank. Oh, wait, he is paralyzed for 10 seconds. Then, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We'll scare the crap out of you. Where I am, I do. Less people to deal with. That's true. That is one advantage of it. You got to deal with a lot less nonsense because there are a lot less people around. Most people don't want to have to bother being on overnights. So that is an advantage of the shift. Absolutely. Got the Andorani use tarot magic to heal themselves and their allies and frustrate the absolute crap out of their enemies. They also have necromancy, which can do things like decay the skin, wrap their soul in a protective necromantic aura, which revives them immediately after death. And there's the skill of domination. A lot of nice mechanics. Ancient crumbling bones are all that remain of countless victims. What is going on in this area? So I can already tell I'm going to have to face a giant spider queen at some point here. Rope-like strands of webbing glisten with moisture. No, rather rights is just very incomplete. Yeah, they were too busy meeting deadlines, basically. There are classes that are still incomplete. Looks at wizard. Yeah. But I love the whole piracy thrill ride. Yeah, there's a class called Summoner that summons a creature you can customize. Incredibly fun, but it's insanely complex and broken as hell. Ooh, we're almost finished with level 10. Wow, okay. So how do you all feel about the new shifter class? Have you all ever played with that before? You know, were you happy to hear that they were going to add it? Or did you wish that they had actually chosen to add one of the other classes instead? Make pacts with Lovecraftian entities from the Chaos Realm from minions. The ultimate ability to have open up the pit of something, which sucks at the adores enemies that don't get moving, and they are swarmed and overwhelmed by the armies of chaos. Those are all of the evil classes. Okay. Summoners are all class, yes, as I understand. The creature is sentient, too. This is kind of brutal. Oh, there's 4 of them. Yikes. Can they be frightened? Yeah, they can all be frightened. Okay.
Oh?
Yep. All right. Let's see what happens. Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, wow. Did they paralyze all of us? I really don't appreciate that. And there we go. There we go. And we can paralyze you too. Deal with them. There we go. Where are you? Spirit? Yep. Any more? We good? We're good. Excellent.
Silence surrounds me. See now what the flame has shown us?
I think I use this for enchantments. And just like that, level 10 is all done. Very, very nice. Okay. Even though we are all completely jacked up, but at least we get to continue forward. On the topic of guns and Wrath of the Righteous, I think the gun rules got created after the original adventure path came out. When my group started on the tabletop adventure path, we started heading towards Mass Gun Army. Sadly, we never finished. Interesting. Master Staircase, level 11. Ooh, this is another short one. Okay.
I'll see what I can
But
find.
are we good enough to get through it? And also, where is the freaking sword? You know what? I feel like I must have screwed this up somehow. Let me look this up real quick. 1 second, please. I'm sorry. Blade of the Endless Paths. Yep. Find all 4 pieces. I have all 4 pieces. Wait. Oh, wait. No, they say the last piece. Oh, I need a polished pummel stone, and it's not until level 12. But wait. Now that I think about it, this is a unique S stock, but it's not soul bound. Endless. Am I crazy? It passed soul bound weapon. Whispers of the Endless Path. Huh. Maybe I am imagining that. I swear there was a... Oh, yeah, and even that weapon is some in Pillars of Eternity too. Am I crazy for thinking that there was a talking weapon? Talking weapon, Pillars of Eternity. I swear, Moldweir. That's what I'm thinking of. That's in the second game. That's not in this game. I'm so dumb. So dumb. Okay. Now, my other question is POE Endless Pass. I want to make sure what level do you need to be to finish the last one? Level 15. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, here. One moment. What level to finish Endless Pass, Pillars of Eternity? Right. The final floor does require level 15. I'm on level 11 right now, and we're at 12th level overall. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this staircase once I finish this up. Okay. All right, cool. We're on the same page now. Alchemists were given a special ability they didn't originally have by the goddess of the sky and dragons. Alchemists raise their conduits high above their head, and lightning comes down and charges the conduit, and then can discharge the lightning into something else. If you don't discharge the lightning quickly enough, the conduit explodes and takes you with it. Yikes! I can't tell you how many times I got myself killed in the Second War of the Night using that. A 40K CRPG has been a long time coming. I was expecting a Dark Heresy, but Rogue Trader has me pumped too. Nice. I think 40K fans are just happy to get anything at this point. Gosh forbid we get the adventures of something super fun like an orc. But it's a good stepping stone. Hopefully if it sells well, Games Workshop makes more. At least we have the Orc Freebooter campaign. So why would you all prefer the Orc or Dark Heresy over Rogue Trader? What makes it more fun? Okay, let's see. Oh, are these the guys who do the... Yeah, these annoying little freaks. Okay.
Yet
Ooh. Like that.
Slowly now.
Nice job, Pelagina. Ooh, I can rest too before I leave. That's nice. The luminous mushrooms give off a heavy, earthy musk. Let's freeze y'all up. This is not going well. I can already tell. It's not going well at all. Bum, bum. This is not good. I feel like we're not even really close. So first of all, yeah, let's do that. And then you. There we go. Okay. And then you. What's this do again? Oh, okay. I forgot. This doesn't. Ooh. We are getting absolutely obliterated. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Dark Heresy is when literally everything happens, and orcs are the pinnacle of comedy. Rogue Trader is fun too, even potential for an orc freebooter companion. Dark Heresy would be more limited in scope. Oops. Wait. I didn't save after I dealt with this dude? That seems odd.
Certainly.
Okay. Tabletop RPG Rogue Trader even had rules for burning Dark Heresy Cicators over as a continuation. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I'm going to send him alone. Okay. Oh, there's a third one behind him too. You serious? Come on, dude. Okay. What triggers those shades coming out? That's what I want to know. What triggers that? Good Lord, I got 100 on him. There's somebody over there, sure. Okay. Better go over here. There you go. There we go. progress being made. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Whew. That was no joke. Is there somebody still around? Why is the music still going?
Certainly.
There we go.
Slowly now.
Sheesh. Oh, we already did that. Oh, and he still got that same thing. That's fine. Possible dark heresy would involve tons more intrigue, espionage, and deception and scheming for sure. As long as I can be a space marine that screams, I am Alfarius. In Rogue Trader, you are playing elite mercs and the employee of a noble with a writ of trade. In Dark Heresy, you start as the cannon fodder goons of the Inquisition. Would an elite orc merc be then? A weird boy? So, are you supposed to then rise up through the Inquisition? Or is that pretty much all you'll ever be? Long story short, I'm not unhappy we get to start a Rogue Trader. It probably has the most potential. Okay. A winding mass of vicious thorns and thick vines spans the gap between the cavern walls. There are spaces here and there in the vegetation, and you can see into the chamber beyond, but it will be difficult to pass through unscathed. Look at the vines. The vines have grown so thick and tangled as to form a nearly impenetrable wall. Many of the thorns are as long as the span of your palm. From time to time, you hear the faintest creak as if something has shifted slightly within the mass. Cut away at the vegetation with a weapon. You deal a sturdy blow to the nearest vine and get little result. These vines seem unnaturally resistant. No amount of hacking, smashing, or cutting seems to have much effect. It would take far too long to cut away all of them. Cross the wall. The moment you start to step through, the entire wall gives a great heave, coming alive in a surging mass of branches and vines. Thick, thorny branches swing towards you with vindictive force. Despite your best efforts to avoid them, Durance gets hit hard in the head by one of their vines. The plants seem to react to their victory, thrashing all the more vigorously. Scythe barbs tear and scrape at you as you pass, surrounding you in a hailstorm of scratching, thrashing plants. With one final great effort, you scrabble clear of the vine, stumbling out into the space beyond the wall and out of reach. That's interesting. So this is the stairs to get further. Shh. Ooh. We can talk? No, but it doesn't allow you to target them beforehand. Okay, whatever. God dog it. Bum 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 bum. .1 seconds. You. They're all still got plenty of health. Here we go. You, I'm more for you. Here. Barely injured, badly injured, right? Okay, fine. Let's go with badly injured for now.
Oh?
Why can't we do anything with him? I have no idea, but we can't. Okay. What in the hell? I was about to say, why is that forest lurker still alive? You. Oh, they're immune to paralyzed. Hello. That's a problem. Did not realize that. So we'll use soul ignition on you instead. Here. We'll deal with this one. And he is out of commission for some reason. Fine. Oh, he's dominated. As is she, more than likely. And he's dominated now, too. Not going well. Not going well.
You're not getting through me.
Come on now. Stop using that. Raw damage to all enemies. Look, no. Take them one at a time. Soul ignition you. There we go. There we go. Okay, now. Deal with this one. And he's dominated once again. Good Lord. And then what does this do? Increasing his or her attack speed. Already activated. Okay, now. Palagina. Yep. Excellent. Come on, Palagina. What is the problem? Thank you. Oh, she was a little confused. All right.
Shed no blood.
Come on. Almost a little bit more. Thank you. Sheesh. Absolutely brutal. Yep. I can tell I've reached the end of my rope. I've gone as far as this team can take me. All right.
Laying low.
We just barely survived that.
Come on, not like this.
Seriously. All that fighting we did and he never uncovered that trap? Stop playing with me. What did I miss in the chat? No, sorry. Rise up the ranks, you eventually get to use the Ascended Dark Heresy rules, where you even become a full-blown Inquisitor yourself. You'll probably die long before that, though. It's a highly dilated tabletop system with robust customer characterization rules. He was secretly breeding something? That sounds terrible.
I shall be discreet.
There we go. Okay. So I guess I didn't crouch soon enough?
Certainly.
Whatever. Ooh, what was that? That looked like an interesting weapon. All right, now let's definitely go ahead and rest.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Ooh, much better. Get all that nasty stuff up off of us. Luminous mushrooms give off a heavy, earthy musk. Oh, I see. So it was worth going through that wall because then you don't walk past all these traps to get to that group. You could just get straight to them. That makes sense. For style points, the Earth Caller has to be my favorite, with just how gruesome it is. You can shave off slivers of your own bone and rip them out of your body to join your tornado. Alternatively, you could perform bone grafts on yourself to heal yourself from your tornado. Now that sounds like something that I would do. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Was the breeding malicious in nature? Like his ship take over? If not, it was orcs doing orc things. Nah, Rogue Trader had already signed his soul over to Slanesh at that point, and mine was just looking to escape the ship the next time we dock. So does Warhammer 40K have like different deities that you could try to align yourself with, like Pillars of Eternity does, or how does that work? I end up getting spaced out in the airlock when I try to stop them from putting a demon into the ship's engine. At least you have fun. Hey, having a good time is all that matters. Holy smokes. Can these people be okay? So they cannot be frightened or paralyzed. They don't care about none of that. All right, so why don't we just detonate y'all then? That sounds better. Detonate and keep it moving. Yeah, we'll do that. Good Lord. They can't be confused either, right? Oh, no, they can be confused. Oh, hey. Go ahead and confuse them then. Where are you? That's Eder. Fine. Great. Excellent. He's down. Revive. Ooh, okay. And now, do a little bit of this. And you come up over here, if you please. Thank you kindly. No, you come up over here. Thank you. There we go. There we go on that too. And we'll go over here next. Lock on. Oh, he's not considered an ally right now. No problem. Okay. Yep. Yep. Why isn't he losing? He's not losing any health from this. Or at least it doesn't feel like it. Do you have a bad angle? Is that the problem? There you go. Yeah. Dag it. Durant's again.
That's not what I meant.
Why are you not locking on to Durant's? What's the problem? Start. Get started. Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, okay. It's doing its job. There we go. Woo. Yes, it does. Many different deities. Looking forward to that. Okay, nice. Yowza, that's a lot of enemies. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Not only a lot of enemies, but a lot of enemies that are able to charm you, which is always extremely irritating.
And the fire shows me something new.
Excellent. But it's over now. Warhammer has 4 Chaos guys that are all mega evil. Chaos worshippers can align with a particular one or worship Chaos undivided. Yeah, I'd have my character if I were to play Pillars of Eternity. Look at all of that. And nope, quietly right back the way he came. Whether you survive after you say who you worship is another story. Nice. Okay. I think we've gone as far as I'm interested in going in here right now because, yeah, we're only at level 12. So at the end of the day, we cannot finish this yet. So we will come back when we're level 15. So we're going to go to Twin Elms, finish all that. In fact, we're going to finish all the regular story stuff now. Then by that time, we should be level 15. We'll come back here, finish the endless paths.
Beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
Once we have finished the endless paths, we will. Hey, did we finish Durance's? The Trials of Durance. Nope, we still haven't finished Durance's quest. I just realized that. Good Lord. So yeah, we'll go to Twin Elms. Finish all the stuff that we have in Twin Elms, including those companion quests. By that time, we should be level 15. We'll come back to the endless paths, finish all the endless paths. Once we've finished the endless paths, then we'll go out to whatever that little place is with the super powerful, crazy wizard who's at the end of it that we need to defeat. Then we'll do White March 2, and then we'll be ready to finish the game.
What?
I had a question I wanted to ask you. Tell me about Margaret. Does she have any allies?
Some, shaped for hunt and war. Abidan the Golem, Galawain and his beasts. The latter keeps us honest and awake. The other makes the tools by which we punish those who are not.
Abidan? I'm familiar with Abidan. Durant snorts. Wouldn't have been surprised if you hadn't. More gods than weeds in a field, and those are only the ones in this lifetime. They come and go, but are always here at the same time. Abidan used to look human. Durant's grunts. Got killed, then built a new body for himself. Transformation. With Margaret's help. Perhaps she needed her own blacksmith to tend the fires. If so, Abidan serves it. Durant frowns. He's a weapon, a tool, not a god, in my mind. Still, the people of Deerwood, the cities especially, hold him dear, so be it. Although if the reward for hard work and craftsmanship is a body like his, I'll keep my blood in my cock and hips to thrust it with. You also mentioned Galawain. Monster Father, the Great Hound, and as for monsters, this world is quite a bit, and not just the ones on two legs. It's as if he's made monsters solely to hunt them, to remind men of their place. He's busy making more, I suspect. More monsters than sense, variation upon variation. What do you mean? His aspects are a confusing bunch, and considering he respects reversals of fortune, especially in Beast, perhaps not so confusing. No reason why Margaret and he share a bed, in my eyes, even if he does believe in the trial. A filthy Orlan god in many ways, howling and mewling, perhaps like they do. They can keep their beast. I'll take fire and weapons any day. I want to ask you something else about Margaret. Who are her enemies?
Before, when you asked about allies, well now, ally, enemy, that's a skin's edge of difference in history's eye. But there were enemies.
Aethys. Durance gives a cold grin, nods, but we sorted that out. Then Aaliyah and her crane's crown of feathers and birds, he sneers. Perhaps she claims to see the world from her perch. I hope she saw what happened to Aethys, and if she dares to walk upon an earth where such fire runs. Her temples are things of windows and twittering music. If a bird falls, know that it's a victory. Seeing another set of darting eyes from that feathered bitch die is a pleasure to me. You bear her a lot of rage. She and her clergy offer shelter to the Aethesians since his death, his humiliation. She's next for me. Enough about Margaret. I got other questions.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
Okay, so tell me about Margaret. That's all I wanted to discuss. Wait, no.
What?
I had questions.
Curiosity plague you.
Reason and history. Let's keep moving. Why? I hate that it doesn't show it as...
If doubts and curiosity... Aethys was the god...
All right. Something tells me we didn't look at whatever we were supposed to look at, but it's fine. A supplicant has arrived seeking an escort. Send an escort with him. There you go. Off with you. All right. Now we done that. Oh, wait. Can we talk to him again?
If doubts and curiosity... That's a curse that runs... Wasn't a war.
What am I missing from him? All right. Now, accept. And we got to figure out how to get to Twin Elms. So is that through Stormwhirl Gorge? Is that how we get there? Offering to the god of tyranny on your tail is squishy. So offer to the gods, you got to offer corpses in Ayatollah. They all do different things based on who they are. Here's the gods of tyrannies. Oh, that's right. There was water down here, and I couldn't get down here before. But now I can. Come on, hurry up. He arrives at last. Who are you guys? Oh, Leaden Key. Well, well, well. A woman in robes, flanked by an armed group, savors every word before whispering the next. Finally. You should have remained in Defiance Bay. She draws a smile, pale and full, that droops below a recessed chin. But I'm glad you didn't have better sense. I've looked forward to this since you got in our way. It's her, the other one. A woman in the group motions with her arquebus towards Palagina. Weren't we looking for her too? Yes. She squints and looks Palagina up and down. A dark-skinned woman with feathers. There can't be too many of your kind around these parts, can there? She smiles with strange geniality. Palagina's feathers ruffle and the golden irises of her eyes grow thin, swallowed by the blackness of her widening pupils. And why would you be looking for me, Amikai? The same reason I'm looking for him. Her eyes twinkle above her placid smile. You should know, little bird, no one wants to hear songs about conspiracies. Her voice deepens and takes on an edge of menace. It just makes us want to wring your neck. Any last words? After all the effort you've mustered, it'd be a shame to end it quietly. Aggressive. Haven't you heard what I do to my enemies? Surrender, unless you want a taste of my anger. The complacent smile on the woman's lips vanishes. You. She gives a sideways glance to her henchman. Yes, I've heard. A corpulent man, muscled beneath rolls of fat, snaps his head in the woman's direction. I've heard it too. Kills without thinking twice, this one. The jowls under his chin quiver as he spits the words out. By the flame, Nilded, let it go. Shut up, the command whistled through her clenched teeth. A cowled man, cleaning his fingernails with the point of a long stiletto, doesn't let the silence last. I told you he had too big a mouth, boss. He spreads his fingers apart and gives them a good look. But if the oaf's got it right, I'm not here to die for nothing. The woman's shoulders drop. Whence take you at? What point did I promise an easy job? She stares at the ground, her lips hanging down like ripe fruits. How do I know you'll spare us if I give up? Honest. I've always stood by my word. That was the rumor, too, before you hired us. In the gift. The fighter hammers his fat finger against his tipple. I remember. I do. The woman bites on her lower lip, flushing it red, and shakes her head. Wodaka, have mercy. She locks eyes on you. Take me away. Anywhere. Anywhere's better than here. Interesting.
White flame and
Moss has taken root in the damp stone. I wonder how I got the aggressive note, because I don't remember choosing very many aggressive responses, to be honest with you. Ooh. What is going on here?
Oh?
Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. And down you go. There you go. Excellent. The big thing to remember about 40K is that the chaos gods and their demons hang about in a dimension called the warp. Faster than life is done flying through the warp. Elm Shore first. Okay. If you don't have the Geller field active when you do it, the result is basically the plot of Event Horizon. I seem to remember reading something about like the Emperor is basically required for faster light travel. Like they use his blood or something like that. Oh, good lord. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom. There we go. Whoops. Excellent. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Moss is taking root in the damn stone. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're still going through new areas. Whoa, there's a cave here. That can't be good. They use him as a lighthouse. He's so bright he can be seen anywhere in the warp. That's pretty cool. They cannot be paralyzed. Why can't I use... Oh, am I looking at the wrong one? No, I'm looking at the right one. Oh, already activated. I see. Excellent.
sharp eyes and keen ears.
Orlan's Cradle, Orlan's Cradle. What we got over here? Troll. How big is this place? Oh, okay, we're just about at the end of it.
Finish them! That's it!
Souls bound in eternity. There's an enemy somewhere over there. Nope.
Something over there.
We can barely see those guys, but they're over there as well. Wait, I keep using a power on them that doesn't actually affect them. Here we go. Why have you not used this yet? What's the problem? The Emperor's psychic presence is so strong that it's used like a lighthouse for navigating the warp. It's maintained by feeding him the souls of thousands of weak psychers.
I'll see what I can find.
Interesting. So nobody else is able to generate that same psychic presence?
Something over there.
Worth and rough.
What in the hell? No. Why are y'all all the way back there? What's the problem? Here. Everybody whose reigns moved up. Durant's move up. Jeez. Yeah, that.
That's it.
Certainly.
Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sheesh.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Oh, that's a door. Souls bound in eternity once again. Technically, there are demons of the Emperor as well, but suggesting that they are the same thing as demons of the other Chaos Gods will get you super executed for mega heresy. Hey, these bones are partially corroded. They're coated with thick slime. I forgot their name. Also, mega heresy indeed. Yeah, the Thousand Suns are just psychic dust and powder armor. People are, but they just don't want to. They don't want to be found. Not them. There's another one. They were described to me as basically the Emperor's demons. The Emperor was the most powerful psyker ever by a fairly wide margin, but also shining like that in the warp means demons can find you easier.
Keeping an eye out.
Is there a specific reason the Emperor is so much more powerful than everyone else, or is it just natural talent? Take your route. Oh, wait. No one knows. They let that unclear. Interesting. All right, so nothing on the other side. Are people born a psyker, or is that something that you're changed into? dark spore. Oh, these are considered primordials. Interesting. Got to keep that in mind. They can't be frightened either, right? Yep. All right.
Your thoughts must go deep.
Careful with that.
Ooh. 6 to 9 raw damage, but it looks like it barely did anything to him. Good lord.
That's it.
A lizard scurries under the rock.
I shall be discreet.
Ba-na-na-na. And there's a long explanation I've heard before, but I don't know if it is canon. He had mortal parents, but he was so powerful, it didn't explain his power, which they also left unclear in the origins. Boom.
Yes?
Does the Emperor actually speak to anybody? Does he actually rule? Or is he... Well, that's a nice little graphical error. Or is he basically just a husk?
My mind feels sharper.
Spot on.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Let's see. Do you want to hear about the good classes? Yeah. Tell me about the good classes. I might have to actually try this out, even though I avoid MMOs like the plague because I got addicted to the last one I played. Cool. What was that? That will require a long explanation. Okay. Gata had requested a prisoner to conduct experiments on. Wait. Oh, Nadal is an agent of Leaden Key who sought to ambush me in Stonewall Gorge. After seeing that her cohorts were afraid to face me, she had second thoughts and surrendered. Unworn pad. Kane is a sign. Devil Quark is a side. Whoa. 3 of 8. Okay. Higher. Higher. Boom, boom. Doom, doom. Sure, I guess. +2 security, +2 security. There we go. Oh, maybe they got slaughtered when we did that quest for the stronghold. Maybe that's what it was. A supplicant has arrived. Has requested a prisoner to conduct experiments on. But it does. I don't see Gata listed anywhere here. It's weird. All right, whatever. Elm Shore. Whoa. Your party is considered high level for the continent Elm Shore. If you're light, the critical path can be increased the difficulty to give you more of a challenge. The rewards you receive will be the same regardless of the option you choose. No. If you give me better rewards, sure, I'll do it, but not for nothing. Elm Shore. Tides Gates, they are the scholars of the sea. Obsessed with the sea, they summon an eldritch fog within an horrific being from below the depths freezes the enemies. They also wield a sokor, which is a paddle. The end of the paddle is decked out in shark teeth. You create this weapon yourself. You hunt the sharks yourself. Interesting. That sounds similar, except for the weapon. It sounds similar to the Tides party member you can get in Tyranny. At least that's what the first thing it makes me think of. Ooh. Bunch of orcs. But they should not be immune to paralyzation. Wow. Eder got done filthy. Somebody did Eder super wrong. Okay, and now they're doing the whole party super wrong. That is disturbing. Good Lord. Nope. These people are so annoying.
Hey.
It's amazing to me how everybody else is getting destroyed, but Eder somehow is just chugging away. Okay. You. This isn't going to work. This is going to take too long. Okay, fine. We'll have to try it again. Man, I could sit here for the next hour explaining aspects of 40K and mechanics from the Road Trader tabletop that might be relevant for the game, but I'll hold off until we get closer to the game. I'll be making more videos about it as we get closer, so we'll definitely have opportunities to go back and forth. Are you serious? I didn't say it before I got to them? God dog it. No, I didn't mean to pause. I wanted fast mode. Did I pick up anything beforehand? Yeah, I did. All right. Here we go.
Hey.
Okay. Now. Boom, boom, boom. What do I want? Well, actually, Eder. First one. Weakened and terrified. Matron, ogre, druid.
Samus!
51. That's Durant's. Where's Eder? Eder is over there. Choose Eder. Terrified and weakened. Okay, cool. For all of them. You know what? Let's get that druid working for. Oh my god. Come on. That's down. You're dominated for 19 seconds, but the matron is still up. So let's deal with her. Deal with the matron. The matron's down. Now you. No, you. Who are you? Eder. Excellent. You. Boom, boom. Terrified? Nope, none of that. And there we go. Woo! Rough. Ooh, and there's a cave over there. Boom, 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 boom. Zealots, martial artists that can bind people to the Dormvi, which is the opposite of the undead. Undead are full of elemental shadow. Dormvi are full of elemental spirit. Dormvi are kind of also two beings in one body. They're symbiotes. Zealots also wield the inner spark to wield holy fire against their enemies and are telepathic masters. I love playing as characters that have access to holy powers. It makes me feel like I'm someone built to deal with the evil and deal with the undead. That's awesome. Damas, thanks. Glad you were able to join the stream, man. Have a good night. Akari. Yeah, holy crusaders that live forever. It's causing quite the political tension with Duran. They can do things like create bunkers and give their kills last rites, which is not only a sort of burial ceremony for the kills, but also fills the Ikari with spiritual essence needed to perform most of their skills. They fill their opponents with dread and various mental afflictions with holy scripture. Nice. Okay. That's awesome. All right, y'all. I think we've made quite a bit of progress today. Getting that much closer to finally finishing this game. But I am just about at the end of my rope. And I do have to work tomorrow. And, yep, Boss Page is jumping off as well. I think we're all kind of tired. I think we're all ready to go ahead and call it night. But I appreciate all of you. Glad you all were able to join the stream. Hope you all had a good time. And I will be on, definitely should be on Wednesday night. But I might jump on Tuesday night, honestly, depending on how early the wife ends up going to sleep. I might give it an hour or two tomorrow night as well, because I really, really want to get through this. So we'll see. We'll find out. But for now, that is it for today. Hope you all enjoyed it, and hope you all have a fantastic evening. Yep, you too, 3. Take care. Yep, appreciate it, 3. Glad you enjoyed it. Have a good night.